Hi guys, welcome to Oliveboard's YT channel. So this video I'm going to talk about your SBI PO next phase after that you have given mains. I know everybody is waiting for the results. So after that is your GD interview and psychometric test. Yeah, there are few things which are added which were not there in your COVID time. During COVID time they could not conduct. There was only an interview. But pre-COVID again they had GD which they are back with. So, how will you prepare for these particular three things is what I'm going to talk about today. Particularly for people who have messaged me on Telegram and asked me, ma'am, what next? Like, I've given my mains, it was a good paper for me, and I'm expecting to clear it. So, what next? How should I start preparing for these stages, right? So, we are going to talk about that in detail. Now, here, first let us look at the structure because it is very important. You know the phase 3 after mains, which is your phase 2, psychometric test is there. Okay, in phase 3. Now, there will be a test for your personality profiling. Very, very clearly they have mentioned. Okay, so here this test result will be present in front of the interview panel, before the interview panel. Okay, just to look at a perspective, they will take a psychometric test. I'll tell you how to prepare for it as well. But mainly your group exercise consists of 20 marks and your interview of 30 marks, which makes a total of 50 that you have to qualify. Okay, so both you have to perform in group exercise, GD, which you call group discussion, and interview as well, 30 marks, right? So, how to prepare for these three things simultaneously after your mains? Now, how do you start preparing for these things simultaneously? So, first, let me talk about the group discussion. See, after speaking to a candidate who has given the GD, right, before COVID, pre COVID, you understand what they do is they create 15 members group. So, two groups are three groups are created as per the number of candidates, usually 12 to 15 members in per group. Okay, so one group you will mostly get 12 to 15 members. Okay, and you are given a topic for discussion. It is for 15 minutes or it might extend, depends, right? In some cases they give you the topic and they ask to discuss. Okay, in some cases they keep a time limit also. For example, first everybody will introduce the topic, take 2 to 3 minutes everyone, then talk about the topic and then take conclusion 2 to 3 minutes everyone. That is more organized way, but both can happen. They will just give a topic and they'll ask the group to discuss. Now if everybody will speak at the same time, that is a poor performance for the entire group, right? Here in group discussion, what has been noted is a lot of topics were from current, which were trending. For example, there was one about, one rank. There was one about NGOs should be regularized or no. Okay, what is the rural significance? What is the role of RBI? Payment of small finance bank. All of these like GA banking related and current basically trending topics which we can expect this year also. So if I say that you have to start preparing for GD from present time, like what are the things you need to do? Okay, I'll talk about that. So first and foremost thing is you should have awareness, okay, of topics related to banking plus the current trending topics. So awareness of topics is important. Now, what are the trending topics? Like the budget is out, something from the budget maybe. Okay, whatever is recent in the economy happening, recently in terms of your banking. For example, the currency by the RBI, CBDC, whatever new topic. Okay, you have to first be aware of these topics, read about them, okay, a lot. So start working on that part. Second thing is obviously when this is not argument, group discussion means don't need aggression in the group, you need a discussion, okay, a pleasant discussion. So you should build firstly your communication, you should be able to speak decently here, decently and communication skill is one you should work on, right? You should practice speaking in front of the mirror possibly. Okay, then you should work on your body language, that is also noticed while in GD, bad body language. So three factors which I want you to start working on. Okay, pick up any topic, and start working on these things first, right, initially, right? Because here in GD also it requires you to be a good listener. What is the other person speaking, and then how I can add to that point. Okay, right? So how to speak, how to support your points with facts and figures, all of those are important. I know this is something which comes through practice. We will be providing you that also, but first understand, have the right subject knowledge. Okay, rich subject knowledge, it is required. Okay, if you are not aware of the latest things happening around you, okay, but you will not be in a position to keep your point or validate your point. Clear? So read more and more about these topics. Like, I would suggest you read newspapers thoroughly. Start reading if you have not done that, or if you've taken a break after mains exam, start reading your newspapers thoroughly. Okay, have a good or decent command over the language English, because you will be required to speak. Okay, you should not be in a state where you're not able to say even a sentence. So practice that. That can easily be learned through practice. And listening skills, right? So the ability to give chance to the other person, right? So first, start with the reading. If I am telling you how to start preparing, so for group discussion, start with the reading. Also, I will say, if you do not even have to take full number of hours just for reading, why not take a few, you can say, watch TV shows which are regarding debates which are related to the economy. For example, I'll give you a few names which usually people watch, and these are good debate shows which can help you. There is Rajya Sabha TV on. There is something called Policy Watch. There is something called State of the Economy. All these shows you can start watching. State of the Economy, current shows, start of the State of the Economy. Then you have Policy Watch. Okay, I think both of these are on Rajya Sabha TV, right? Check these out. There are a list of good shows. I will give you the list also on Telegram. I'll provide you that also. So watch good TV shows, like watch the current shows where there's debate going on, and good ones. Huh? I'm saying, you know that which ones to ignore here. Okay. So start with these, then you will get a hang of, okay, how we say in GD and what are the points we should keep, how we should keep our point, okay, or stand. Second is psychometric test. This is all about your personality. It is clearly mentioned. Okay, you know why they give this situational test, situational questions, just to see whether you are a cultural fit to the organization. Okay, how ready you are to learn. So your learnability factor, how ready you are you are able to adopt and learn. Okay, what is your response under stress? Usually, if there is a such situation where there is a little stress, how would you likely to respond in that given situation? In banks, a lot of times you are overworked, you have a lot of you can say maybe a rude customer comes in, how you handle that customer, all those situations you come across. They want to test your value system, right? Because the integrity, honesty is the thing which is very much required in a bank where you are dealing with cash, right? So whether you will be a person who will be motivated also, okay, to do your work honestly and with full dedication, the motivational process, to judge all of these things, they give you situation questions. Okay, and you have to answer those. You don't have to be scared of psychometric. Psychometric is just being normal self. You don't have to do anything special for these tests. These are personality tests to check your behavior, okay, in relation to your job, in relation to your work environment. Is this a suitable work environment? Will you understand bank environment? Will you be able to cope with this environment, right? So how as a person you are, what is your sense of motivation, your temperament, your ideology, okay, your behavior in relation to the work environment, right? So guys, how will you behave with your co-workers, with your peers in the team, right? So here they don't have correct, or some people ask what is the right answer for this question. Psychometric tests are usually they're not having correct or incorrect answers. Okay, that is a look, or you can say perception of a person. But again, I will be giving you a list of psychometric questions. We will be providing you this. So we'll let you know, we'll discuss a lot of questions on how to go about it. But for the time being, remember, any situation that is there, you can talk to people who are working in bank. Is there any stress situation you feel, how you deal with it? So through that you will get some knowledge of how the working is and how you need to behave. It It is all about working on your personality, honestly. How you can be a matured personality, able to handle things, solution oriented person, right? So start working on that. It is not only about a simple paper pen test, it is about how you work on your personality. Coming to the next interview, for this you must start, guys, at least writing down your answers for major HR questions. Writing down your answers in a crisp form, starting from questions like for all HR questions, expected HR questions. So I've done this video a lot of time where I've told you what are the expected HR questions, like starting with your introduction, how or tell us about yourself, introduction, how will you write this, what all will you include, you should know your SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunities and threats. Then talking about your hobbies. Okay, even write these answers down to have clarity. Okay, you should know about, read about your city, prepare at least the basic HR questions. What are your achievements so far? Okay, why banking? Why do you want to join bank? Okay, why banking? You are from a different subject or field, then why do you want to come here? How your subject will help here? Okay, related to your subject knowledge, whatever you learned in graduation or PG, right? So at least prepare brief correct answers for these questions and write it down, because this is the start when you're preparing for interview. Okay, and then of course your banking knowledge, your current affairs should continue. The same preparation what you were doing for mains should continue here also, because in the interview they will ask you what are your views on the budget, what is there in the budget with regards to green economy or green growth, what is there in the budget with regards to KYC or digitalization. So you should know these answers. So read and read and read more. Okay, prepare your basic HR questions, write them down, practice them in the front of the mirror. You know how you are performing. So at least start with these if you feel you have a positive chance to clear the exam. And guys, it is a lot to do. You have a lot to do. It is not that should wait for the result. When the result will be out, I'll start preparing for this stage. Start with all of these. Now we already have the course for personalized interview and group exercise batch. This course includes both interview and group discussion, GD. Okay, so you can get maximum discount on this code using code Harshita, HARSHITA. We have another course as well which is only for interview. If you do not want the group discussion, there's only one with interview. So you can again use code Harshita for maximum discount and enroll. Any of the one you select, I think you should go with the GD one because you'll need that practice. It's already live on the website. You can check. I have shared the link on my Telegram also. Do check that and enroll using the code Harshita. Any other queries, let me know. You can directly message me also on my Telegram group, which is Harshita Khurana, the grammar girl. Okay, you can ping me for any other query. So this is just the start which I have told you. I'll tell you more in depth how to prepare, plan, but this is just the beginning for right now what you have to do, because the result is not currently out. Okay, okay. Hope you will follow it and check the course. Do use code Harshita for discount and enroll soon, and we'll start preparing. Thank you.